known by any other names or aliases.
The Dewey police sergeant is preparing each fingerprinting card the old-fashioned way.
The way I understand it is there is only one APHIS machine allowed per county, and in Washington County that's at the Washington County Sheriff's Office.
That means it might take a little longer to make sure every new hire for Dewey Public Schools has their fingers rolled in ink for a print.
To my knowledge, there's never been two people found with the same prints.
Every school district in the state was notified of the new changes at the beginning of the school year. By law, schools are now required to have all newly hired employees fingerprinted for a national criminal history record check.
Sure, it's a burden. I mean, obviously it's more to do, but I think most people recognize if maybe only there's one instance where you find a person that should not be working with kids, you're able to find that person before they're put into a situation where they can do harm to a child, then it's worth it.
Paul Smith has been the superintendent for Dewey Public Schools for 3 decades and has seen his share of budget shortfalls, but nothing like the education cuts this year. Despite that, the district is doing its best to comply with the new law, and while current employees are not required to be fingerprinted, they have already had background checks.
Before we were using social security numbers and names, basic information that we had, and we were using actually an online company. We were supplying that information to them, and they were giving us a background check. It was almost immediate. The problem with that is it doesn't pick up everything. It doesn't give you all the information because, again, people are their fingerprints are on file, and if they committed some sort of a felony or offense, there may be fingerprint records when there aren't records that are accessible to us otherwise.
The new law also pertains to substitute teachers.
The thing that does create a bit of a problem is substitute teachers, and we hire a number of those each year. I mean, all school districts do, and so we're going to have to get those folks fingerprinted as we use them.
But the added precaution just might make the parents of school-age children feel a little bit safer about their kids' learning environment.
My theory is that if it makes American citizens in the state feel comfortable of who is educating their child, that we are legal and have been throughout our lives, then, that's what we have to do.